So if you're a founder or a business owner, you already know the deal. You're trying to scale, but it feels like you're just stuck in the operational weeds. Well, today, we're going to take a really close look at a modern consulting firm that's been making some serious waves in the startup world, Aavyak Cognitions. We're going to break down their model for helping businesses like yours actually grow.
I want to kick things off with a question that really gets to the heart of the matter. As a founder, does this feel familiar? You've got this huge vision for growth, right? You want to scale up, but you find yourself completely bogged down in the day-to-day grind, just trying to keep the lights on.
And that daily grind, it often looks a lot like this, doesn't it? A list of these classic roadblocks. You're constantly staring down compliance deadlines, you're buried in soul-crushing manual work that just eats up your time. Maybe you're dealing with persistent team issues, and oh yeah, there's always that pressure from investors. And to top it all off, you might be getting people to your door, but for some reason, they just aren't converting. It's the perfect recipe for staying stuck.
Okay, now imagine for a second. What if you could just take all of those challenges and hand them over to an expert partner, someone whose entire job is to clear those roadblocks so you can finally get back to, building your business? It's a pretty compelling thought, right?
Well, this is exactly where Aavyak Cognitions comes into the picture. They've positioned themselves as a modern consulting firm that brings that super high-level expertise you'd expect from a Big Four firm. One of the world's top consulting agencies. But they've tailored it specifically for what startups and growing businesses in India actually need. And that focus, that seems to be their secret sauce.
So how do they do it? What's the magic? Well, their whole approach is built around what they call a toolkit for strategy, systems, and scale. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
Their entire support structure is built on these 4 pillars. First, it all starts with business strategy, just to set the right direction. Then, they dive into digital transformation to modernize how everything works. Next, and this is a big one, they handle the entire headache of tax and compliance. And finally, they help implement solid HR systems. See, it's a complete end-to-end model.
And when they talk about digital transformation, it's not just some buzzword. For them, it's super practical. It's about actually building the engine of your business. So putting in things like ERP systems to manage all your internal stuff and CRM systems to keep track of your customers. And the whole point is to build these smart growth funnels to directly fix that low conversion problem we talked about earlier. And on the compliance side of things, the name of the game is just simplification. They handle the whole spectrum, from GST to all your official company filings and even intellectual property tax filings. The real result here is that the founder just doesn't have to worry about it anymore, and that frees up an incredible amount of mental space.
So the transformation they're promising is crystal clear. The idea is to take you from being buried in manual work to overseeing seamless operations. That constant stress about compliance gets replaced with the confidence of knowing it's all handled. And that frustratingly low conversion rate, that gets tackled with smart, data-driven growth funnels. It's a huge shift from just putting out fires to proactively building for growth.
Of course, that's all a theory. It sounds great on a slide, right? But what does this transformation actually look like in the real world? Let's get to the proof.
And here we go. A client, Shivam Reddy, seems to confirm the whole model. He specifically calls out the 2 key things we just discussed: strategic insights and seamless digital solutions. This kind of feedback is so powerful because it tells you their approach isn't just talk, it's actually delivering real results for startups out there. Okay, so we've seen the problem and we've looked at their proposed solution. Let's talk about what this all means for you and your business. What does the path forward actually look like if you decide to team up with a partner like this? And this right here gets to the absolute core of their model. It's a principle they really emphasize. They don't operate like old-school consultants who might just drop off a report and say, good luck. No, their model is hands-on. They actually get in there and build and implement the systems for you within your business. This is all about execution, not just advice.
And it all leads to this. This is the end game. By handling the systems, the compliance, the operational strategy, they aim to give you back your single most valuable asset, your focus. The goal is to free you up so you can work on your business, not just get stuck working in it.
For anyone who's thinking this might be what they need, the starting point is designed to be totally risk-free. They offer a free business audit to help figure out your specific challenges and just to see if it's a good fit. It's basically a way to start the conversation with zero commitment.
And if you do want to take that first step, here's how you can get in touch. You can give them a call or just visit their website to learn a little more and book that free audit.
So we're going to end this right where we began, with a question. But this time, it's a little different. After seeing this whole model, just think about it. What could you really achieve if all those operational burdens were just lifted?
What would actually be possible for your business if 100% of your time and energy were dedicated to innovation, strategy, and pure growth? It's a pretty powerful thought to leave you with.